live. Today, we're continuing our closer framework series that we have been continuing since I think more than a week now. So this is part 6. So just a quick recap, CLOSER is an acronym. It's a sales framework that Alex Ramosi came up with, and it stands for C. Clarify why they are there. So this is for a lead on a phone call, on the sell side in land investing. So C for clarify why they are there. L for label them with a problem. O for overview their past pain and experiences. S for sell the vacation, not the plane flight. E for explain away their concerns and objections. And R for reinforce their decision. Mm-hmm. All right, so let's get right into it. So this is where we are so far. So we have, let me see. We have the step C. So how many questions do we have in step C? Can you do a quick summary? We have like 8 in step C.
9.
So 9 questions in step C. What else? In L, we have just a quick,
1 and then 2 potential follow-ups.
Right. So 1 or 2 questions in label the problem. And in O, we have 11 through how many?
4.
So 4 questions in the O section, and S has
5 actually.
5, and then S section has so S gets tricky because now you're doing the pitch, so you're doing more of the talking.
Yeah, these aren't questions.
These aren't questions. This is our pitch. And then E is essentially interactive, where we'll be handling the objections, and R is reinforcing the decision. So far we finished C, we finished L, we finished O, we finished S, and now we have to work on E.
We didn't finish S, remember, because S is in our use case 2 calls. So we finished the first call in that sequence.
Okay. All right. So let's start with the top, just so that we have the questions to see. You remember last time we did go all the way on the top. So the lead calls in. So the first question we're asking is, hi, John. I saw you reached out to us about this property. Are you still looking for land right now? They say yes or no. If they say no, we end the call. If they say yes, then we establish that we'll be asking questions. So we'll be like, do you mind if I ask a few questions to make sure it's the right fit? Hopefully they say yes. Then we ask, what caught your attention about the property? Are you looking to buy with cash or owner financing? If you're buying owner financing, are you okay not living on the property? Just qualifying questions. If they pass those, then we go into, are you planning on buying land soon, or are you just exploring? Another qualifying question. Then we go into goals and problems. So we ask, what are you hoping to do with the property? Why is that important to you? What's the hardest part of finding the right land so far? So essentially we're trying to get the goals and problems so we can label them in the next step. So in the next L step, we ask, so just so I understand, your goal is XYZ and your problem is ABC, right? So we're confirming that our understanding of their problems and goals is what they actually have. And if for whatever reason it's not correct, they'll say, no, that's not true. And then it gets us a chance to ask again. So I'm sorry, I'm trying to understand what's your main goal with the property. Is it XYZ? Or, and then B is like, oh, what's kept you from finding the right property? So once again, that's a problem. We are clarifying if we're not sure at this point. Step O, we overview the past experiences. Have you looked at other properties before this one? What did you like about them? What did you not like about them? So we're trying to get to the pain points, digging deeper on the pain points. And finally, so this is where we end the setter call. So this is the setter doing the call, and then the setter is jotting down all the information and then passing that information over to the closer, who's going to review the call notes and call back to potentially close on the property. So this is the last question in in the O stage. So we say, thank you so much, John. I think we can really help you. We've actually been getting quite a lot of interest on this properties. So we usually recommend um, placing a small hold to make sure it doesn't get sold before you make a decision. And then we essentially ask them to place a hold. If they say no, yes, doesn't matter. And in the end, we say, as I mentioned earlier, I think we can really help you with this property. And I can have my manager, who's an expert on this property, give you a call back to go over the next step. What time works for you? So that's bam fam, booking a meeting from a meeting. So we're trying to schedule the next call with our closer. So that's step O. Erica, you agree so far? We both signed off on this. No further clarifications. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the S is the one that we worked in the last part, last live stream. So this is when the closer is calling them after reviewing the notes from the setter. So they say, hey, John, this is a closer with Oakshire Capital. My colleague XYZ mentioned you spoke earlier about this property. I just wanted to personally connect and learn a bit more about what you're looking for. And then you say, I saw in the notes you summarize their goals and problems just to confirm they are still the same, because things change. And then we transition into our pitch. Now, the thing about pitch is that what we discussed in deep in the last session is the mistake that we made was we were trying to do the pitch as a one-sided pitch. Essentially, we're talking and they're listening. And then Erica correctly pointed out after looking at our original notes that the pitch is supposed to be interactive. So it's supposed to be conversational. So we changed it. So we're like asking a lot of micro agreement questions. Does that make sense? Do you want to hear more kind of thing? So it's more interactive. So let's review our pitch, Erica. So based on everything you have shared, I think this property could be a really good fit for you. After working with our X land buyers, we noticed the people who have the best experience all value these three simple things. We call them the 3 A's. Would you like to hear what they are? And if they could say no here and then we skip it. If they say yes, then we get into it. So you say, okay, so if you think about, so now we're getting into analogies so that it's easy to explain. Like we don't want like a presentation style explanation. We want to do more conversational, easy to use analogies that everyone can understand, because we have like a diverse background of buyers. So we don't want to assume how much someone knows, and analogies and short stories everyone can understand. So that's the thought process. So we say, so if you think about how people buy a car, they don't pay all at once. They work out a payment plan that fits their budget, right? So that's exactly how we set this up for land. Simple payments that make it actually doable. Makes sense? Right? And then they say yes or no. And then we go into, so you've probably heard about those stories, where someone buys something on Facebook Marketplace and sends the payment and the seller just suddenly blocks them. Yeah, we're like the opposite of that. We're easy to reach. You can call us, message us, hop on one of our YouTube live streams and we'll actually respond. Yeah? And they say, yeah, okay, that makes sense. And then we go into the third analogy. Once again, we're doing three. We called it the 3 A's: accountability, availability. Oh, no, not accountability. Availability, affordability, and adaptability or flexibility. And the third one is flexibility or adaptability. So we say, okay, so when you're on a road trip and your GPS reroutes you if you take a wrong turn. Yeah, that's kind of how our program works. So, life changes, and instead of getting stuck, we just help you reroute to a better property with our flexible. Shouldn't it say if life, it's not clear. It says life changes.
Yeah, it should say if life changes instead of getting stuck.
Yeah. You want to update it? So if life changes instead of getting stuck.
Why did it do that? Okay.
Yeah. So that way it's more if life changes instead of getting stuck. Yeah. Okay. All right. And then we're like, okay, so that's how we try to make things simple, affordable payments, real people you can reach, and flexible terms that adapt with you. And if they ask, so what were the three A's, then we can get into, it was affordability, availability, and adaptability. And then transition to the ask. So we say, so just to make sure I'm pointing you towards the right options, what kind of down payment and monthly range feels comfortable for you? And then we get their information, and then we stop. Say, okay, right? So answer any questions. Answer any questions. And then say, okay, I will check with my partners and get back to you.
With the full owner financing terms.
Check with my partners or my underwriting team. With my underwriting team. And get back to you if we can make that work.
Yeah.
Make that work. What's a good time to call you back? So the one option would be, do you want to like set meetings on like Calendly that will send like an automated email? That would be the
I think if we're going to do BAMFAM, we have to do that. We also need to discuss with Joan about that, but
yeah,
that would be the most professional way to do it.
Yeah. So this is the closer doing it. So you want the setter to do it as well?
Yeah, I mean that would make the most sense. If we're doing BAMFAM, you have to have a calendar. Otherwise, you can't set an exact callback time, right?
Yeah. I mean, the other option, the more informal option would be to just say, all right, so I'll put it on my calendar and give you a callback. But a lot of times it just goes to voicemail because they don't get any reminders.
Yeah. I think if we do true BAMFAM, we add a Calendly, or similar softwares, online scheduling.
No, Calendly is the one that's used.
That'll probably reduce the number of calls that just go to voicemails.
Yeah, hopefully.
We'll see.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll need, we have an account we can use.
I mean, if we're doing it really well, we should also put a reminder in our calendar or our team, the salesperson.
No, it sends.
To send them a text as well.
Well,
before.
It sends you emails, automated emails. Calendly does. You can set it up.
Yeah, I think sometimes those get missed.
Text also you can set it up. We'll have to see, but I think Calendly allows it. Okay. So let me run this. Just confirm with GPT to see what it says. Closer framework. Let's say thoughts. Okay. So it's saying minor flow upgrade. So that's how we try to make things simple, affordable payments, real people you can actually reach, and terms that adapt with you if life changes. Just so I can point you toward the best option, what kind of down payment and monthly range feels comfortable for you? And say, perfect. Let me check with our underwriting team to see what we can do on that. What's a good time for me to call you back? Oh, you want to push for a hold as well?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah. So this is fine? Yeah, we should. Yeah, can you add at the end to place a hold on the property while we are discussing so there no one else can. Yeah, we should add that. That's important, right?
That is.
Okay. Okay. Um so that should be similar to what we had before, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let me edit it to let me so that's how we try to make things simple, affordable payments, real people you can reach, adapt with you if life changes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then just so I can point you towards what kind of feels comfortable for you, and then say, perfect, let me check with her what we can do. Um, okay, and just so you don't lose the property while we're reviewing, we move forward. Would you like me to walk through? You want this as is?
It looks pretty good to me. Let's see it on the
Yeah.
big screen. Shouldn't you say you can place a hold on it?
Hmm.
Because we're not going to do it for them.
We could.
We could, yeah.
If say they yes, walk them through the whole process. If they say no, say no problem at all. I just wanted to make sure you understand. Okay. And then say what would be a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Where is what would be a good time?
Right there.
What's a good time
Yeah.
for me to call back?
And probably remind them you're calling back with the full owner financing terms.
Or like the underwriting.
Yeah, with the underwriting.
decision.
Yeah.
Call you back with
With the underwriting decision.
the underwriting decision on your proposed monthly terms or owner financing terms. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You want to fix the formatting how you see fit? Let's reread it.
We want to, what is it? H4? You want to keep it all H4? That would be a little.
Transition into the ask. No, the script shouldn't be H4. Yeah, and on when we're this deep, it's not really like word to word, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's you are essentially you have to like kind of skim.
Yeah, this is more just a structure to help
Yeah.
guide the conversation, but we know
Right.
Joan is able to
Yeah, or anyone.
kind of.
Yeah. Once they do it like 5-6 times, you know
Yeah.
what you're talking about. Okay.
All right, so now we need the second call.
So the second call is, do we need it?
Yeah, we got to give them the owner finance, unless you don't think that
I
needs
don't,
to be.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, we just call them and let them know about the decision.
Okay.
We'll just say, yeah, call them. So it'll be step E. So this is closer calling them back, right?
Mm-hmm. I
And
guess
then
you can add a note at the top.
yeah, you can. When do you add it?
Oh, well, you're in there now. You can.
Okay, so this is the closer calling them back after the underwriting decision has been made. Yeah.
The other thing is this is really for owner financing. We didn't specify that anywhere in the script.
That I think you can change, right? I mean,
Yeah.
that's not right.
Yeah.
So
Because like even this, if we know they're going to pay cash, doesn't.
no, yeah. I mean, cash sale, it'll be straightforward. We don't need to, because this is essentially like we're qualifying and we're selling because it's like a long-term relationship, right?
Okay. Okay. So you think for cash, we don't even really need a script. It's just going to be a straightforward conversation.
No, cash will be like, yeah, we do the setting. I think the setter questions will change. Right?
I don't think many of them would change actually.
Oh, Zafiel is here. Hold on.
Oh yeah, we have to look at tomorrow's. Today's was under contract, right? Did it just sell?
I think the property they picked are already sold. I think, yeah, today's was under contract. It wasn't sold. But yeah, I mean, we're just reviewing them, so it doesn't matter if they're sold or not. But yeah. Yeah, someone in our team picks, right? We don't pick.
But that is something, since we schedule them a few days in advance, it is possible that some of them will be sold by the time. Maybe we should check.
Yeah.
Like the
I mean,
night
it's
before.
fine. We're doing due diligence. I mean, yeah, we can add to the process to pick, make sure they're not under contract or sold. Okay. All right. So that's it then. So explain away concerns. We looked at objection handling. So I need to think about it and then say, most people want to make sure they are making the right choice. So just so I can help you think it through, what's the main thing you're still unsure about? So that's fine, right? Objection 1.
Mm-hmm.
So let's make it header 4. Why does it do that? The formatting is... Oh, they both can be headers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh no, this one is header 3. So this needs to be header 3. Header 3. Okay. Next one is I don't have the money right now. And then say, well, totally get that. A lot of people start out the same way. Just curious, how far off do you think you are from being ready? Okay. Next one, I want to look at more properties. The only thing to keep in mind is one's already getting interest. When a property fits what you described, the good ones don't sit long. Makes sense to hold it. Next one is I need to talk to my spouse, partner. That's fine. That's more like a standard, right?
We could also, as Rafael mentioned, ask if there's a time they want to schedule call with everyone.
I wonder how often this happens.
I know this is in general, like sales, this is one of the most common objections they use, but I don't know if we get this objection as much.
Yeah. No, but we should.
We should still have it though.
What do you think? I mean, it's possible they'll say, well, I don't, like my wife doesn't want to be on the phone or something. But in this one, it's saying I can help you put together a few details for the conversation. Or tomorrow's property, it's already sold. So I think we should let
we should.
me know.
Yeah, when.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can let him know. Tomorrow's property was already sold. Can we add that check? Okay.
I do think for this one, we should ask if there's a time that both both them and the spouse can be on the call together with us. I mean, that's bam fam. It's also.
Can we also add if both partners would like to set up a call?
Yeah.
Would want to be on the call together? If yes, then What would be a good time?
Mm-hmm.
So for cash, it will just, the questions won't change by a lot, right?
No.
It'll just reduce, right?
The only one. No, yeah, I think these would all apply the same, regardless of
Okay,
sale time.
so I can help you put together a few details, or if it's easier, we can all hop on a quick call together, so they can ask any questions directly. Would that be helpful? Yeah, that
Yeah.
helps. Or if it's easier,
Oh, I see. Well, that would make it interesting then.
I think they relisted it for more.
Mm.
Is what I was trying to say. It recently sold. Oh, it's not sold yet. Oh, it's not sold.
Well, we should still add that check because I'm sure it'll happen at some point.
Okay. All right. So you're signing off on this, Erica?
Yeah.
Okay. And the next one is, I'm nervous about buying land online. Okay. And then after every objection, and go back to asking if they're comfortable moving forward. I get play hold, we already asked, right?
Yeah. But I mean, you could just put in parentheses if they still haven't.
And would like to place it if they still haven't. That's it?
Yeah. Also, this line wouldn't apply for a cash sale, but I'm assuming
Yeah.
anyone
So this
reading
is,
that would.
no, so do you think we should have a separate page? So call this leads closer framework for owner financing and leads closer framework for cash? Or do you think
I
that
think it
then
should
it'll
be
be painful?
Yeah, I think it should be one page because we don't know at the start, right? So that.
Oh, I see. Okay. So once you add, that's something we don't need to, something you can do yourself,
Yeah.
right? Because we're not adding additional questions.
Oh, Zafael saying, do you think the initial call should have them ask if you want to get on your mailing list? Yeah, I don't think we mentioned the text alerts at all.
I mean, yeah, right now the funnel is the people who are on the mailing list.
We should ask for that if it's becoming clear they're not really that interested in this property, or something's coming up that
we ask for text alerts. You want to be on text alerts.
Yeah.
When do we do that in our current? Oh, when we do follow-ups, we do that on follow-ups. Yeah. So we have that. Okay, fine. So that's it. Then we're done.
Isn't there one last? There's the R.
Oh yeah, we forgot about the R. Reinforce. Oh yeah, I totally forgot.
You're so excited to be done.
Yeah. We've been on this for so long. Step R. Reinforce their decision. Step R. Reinforce.
This is more after the closing call. So these examples are an onboarding call or a personalized video.
Yeah, after they have like they placed a hold, or they placed or they paid like the doc fee and down payment, right?
Right.
Okay. So after they have placed a hold.
Wait, aren't we doing this? As soon as they pay, they get a text or a warm hug.
Or they paid the down payment or doc fee. Okay, so let's see what it says. Here's what I have so far on the Richard Blank show. What is that? Here's what I have so far. Can you build the step R?
I think we're already doing this. This would be like the email we send or the text we send after they hold the property.
Yeah, well, let's see what it says. Yeah, I know. Okay, so celebrate and normalize the decision. Awesome, congratulations. That's a big step. Most people tell us they feel a mix of you just took the first step. Then R2, reframe their action as smart and proactive. What I love about what you just did is you didn't wait for someday. That seems a little gimmicky.
Yeah. Some of this sounds, I don't know, a little.
Yeah. Set clear expectation. Yeah, I think we're here. Set clear expectation. That's the one we care about. So congratulate them and then say, here's what happens next. Yeah.
Yeah.
Step clear. And then hand off.
We don't have a handoff.
No, as in like, oh, Harmy from my team will
that's
reach
true.
out.
Yeah.
So we'll be like, so congratulate. So the first step is congratulate.
And this can be a text. It doesn't have to be a call.
So R1, what is this?
I don't like that's a big step. Actually, I don't like any of this.
Yeah, we'll clean it up.
I think it should be simpler, just like, thank you so much. We received your payment.
It was some call center guy who had you on for an interview. Maybe it was a long time ago. Wait, what?
Yeah, remember I did a few interviews. That was, I think, a while ago.
Oh, yeah. Oh, when we used to do the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Just for fun, when we actually had time.
Yeah.
I need to watch you on the Richard Blank show. Ran across that looking for email. Found info. It was some call center guy. Yeah. Yeah. That was Erica and Avi version, old version.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. That was an interesting, there's a lot of interesting episodes we did. It's just then we realized it was a distraction. We need to focus on the business. Okay. All right. So R1, celebrate and normalize the decision. Yeah, congratulate them. I mean, this is a phone call, right?
Well, it could also just be a text. So like they pay the hold, they pay the
Usually when they place a hold, we call them.
Yeah. Yeah, it can.
Yeah, congratulate them on placing the hold and getting a step closer, right? Something like that to ownership.
I don't know.
You're not going to congratulate or hold or placing the hold or paying the doc fee. No? Down payment. I mean, we don't need a script for it. I'm just saying congratulate them and taking the next step towards land ownership. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not a script. I'm just saying what needs to happen. And then step 2, this is the important part, right? Reinforce. Right? So this should be headline 3. Why does it keep doing that? Okay, and this should be headline 3. Okay. This should not be headline 3. Is it because I'm using shift enter?
Yeah.
Normal text. Okay. Headline 3. Don't miss her insightful book. Wall Street. Oh. Yeah, this is from yeah. A while back. When I had a job, yeah. Okay. This is 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it keeps doing that. Or okay, you can fix later. Okay, so here, Here's what happens next. Hold on. Here's what happens next. You'll get an email confirmation. I mean, that's automated.
Yes, that is.
Within 24 hours, our team member will reach out to you to walk you through the next steps. Will contact you. I mean,
We'll reach out.
we already have like what we do. This is all like what we're gonna do next.
Right.
Yeah, tell them about the next steps. Yeah. Tell them about the next steps.
Yeah, Hermie's going to email them with
this
the
is because we
information.
cannot put it here because this is like we have a wiki. The steps are in the same script wiki, or is it like in a process wiki separately?
That's a process.
Yeah. So just tell them about the next steps. Okay. And then reframe their action as smart. You don't want to do that, right? Clear expectations of what happens next. Personal warm handoff. As in, like, let them know you will be hearing from my team member.
Yeah.
R3. Warm handoff. You'll be getting an email from my assistant, right?
You want to say assistant or our onboarding manager? That sounds a little more.
From my team member. I mean, we don't call him internally onboarding manager. So if someone calls and say, I want to talk to your onboarding manager, we'll be like, who? We don't want that, right?
Yeah, that's good point.
From my team member. Call email from my team member about the next step. Yeah.
Yeah.
Although now R2 and R3 are, I think we can just combine them. We might be overthinking.
Yes. I just put in this parentheses here, tell them about the next steps and that Hermie.
And who will be contacting.
And who will be contacting them.
And who to expect email calls from.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Can keep it simple.
Okay, that's it. Future pace the benefit. Encourage communication. Yeah, encourage communication and reinforce safety. Yeah. Yeah, we can keep this simple, right?
Don't have to say we actually pick up the phone.
Yeah, we're here to make sure the process. Is it a separate wiki? Can they access your Confluence wiki directly? Oh, the client? Customers? No, this is internal wiki. They won't be able to access it. So this is our internal process. So the idea is we'll keep them in the loop. You have stuff open. Oh, it's making noise. Oh, it went over there. You have anything extra open or no?
No.
Okay. All right, fine. So we have R1, R2, R3. Oh, this is bold. That's why it's a bit different. Okay, that's it. Let's see what else. Optional personal follow-up. No. Okay, fine. Yeah, I think step R, essentially we want to keep them up to date, right? We can look at the notes again. What he's saying. Person says yes, and you reinforce their decision. In the onboarding call, we reinforce that they made the right call. Potentially personalized video. People decide within their first 48 hours from point of sale whether they'll buy again from your company or not. If you don't do this, people might back out. They might get cold feet. As soon as someone closes, we want the next 24 hours to be choreographed. As soon as they pay, they get a text, and then they do a warm handoff. You don't necessarily have to over deliver. Just keep your word, and then keep them up to date. Keep them, yeah. So that's the main point, right? Try send at least once per day.
Mm-hmm.
Send once per day updates. Okay, that's main. R4.
Yeah.
R4. Send daily updates. Yes.
Yep.
Does that include weekends, or should we at least on weekdays?
Yeah.
Daily updates or anytime there's an update?
I think it should be both. Anytime there's an update, but if there's been no update that day, maybe just send a quick text like, we're still working on getting the land contract together.
Okay.
Should come out in the next day.
At least
or
on
two.
weekdays. Yeah. Weekends we don't want to bother them, right?
Right.
Daily updates on weekdays. Updates on the progress. So we'll have to implement this because we don't have this right now. Every weekday, should just say every weekday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's it?
Yep.
Let's see. Thoughts on the structure. So it's saying your step R structure. Where it got stuck? Why is it stuck? Okay. You're hitting the exact levers that matter in the don't freak out and back out window. Why is he got stuck again? Should we switch to Grok? What happened?
Guess you have to switch to Grok now.
What happened? Oh, this is slow. Okay, fine. So it's saying, congratulate them on placing hold, blah, blah, blah. This is perfect. Set clear expectations. Encourage communication plus reinforce safety. Okay. Wow, what is going on? It's not even taking that. Oh, it's because it became too long. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's the problem, right? When it becomes too long, in the chat session becomes too long, it freaks out. Let's see if I can open in a different window. Okay. So it worked in a different window. So here it's saying daily confidence touches, weekdays only. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Daily confidence touches. Encourage communication, reinforce safety. So this is R5. It added one more. Future pacing confidence. You don't like that, right? So it's saying future pace ownership, essentially saying where this is going is you're going to have your own piece of land that you control. A year from now, you'll look back and say, I'm glad I locked that in when I did. That's what we are building towards.
I mean, I suppose we can put it in and say optional depending on. Oh, and so Zafael was talking about internal between yourself and any contractors or call centers.
Yeah. It's internal to our team.
Yeah.
Everyone who works in the team has access.
Yeah, all wiki pages are available to all staff. So it's easy for them to shift between wiki pages on calls.
Yeah. Okay. So this is R5 now. I don't know why it does that. Okay. Done? Or you want to keep the future pace ownership?
I mean, you can get, I was saying you could put it in and make it optional depending on
What?
whether Joan thinks it would be something the buyer would appreciate or
Okay,
not.
fine. All right. So that's it then.
Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah.
We have the closer script ready?
Yep.
Oh, I did it again. I don't know why it does that. Why does it do it? You know it?
If you're doing...
Oh, because I did shift enter?
Yeah, you can't do shift enter.
Yeah, I'm used to doing shift enter.
I know, you keep doing it and you don't realize it.
And now it will turn to text, right? Okay.
There you go. Do you want to say optional here, R3?
No, well, we discuss, right? We'll discuss with internally and see if what she says, and then we can make a decision. Oh, I did here as well. Okay. So what's next?
I think that's it in this round. The next session would probably be...
No, not next session. Next step, like internally. If someone is following us, like they should know like what's going to happen next. So we're going to review this with our internal team, make any changes. And then you're going to do like add in for cash.
Yes.
For cash, like there's some questions that are specific to owner financing that we'll just say if cash sale, say this. If owner financing, say this.
Yeah.
So that's step 1. Step 2, we're going to review it. Step 3. Step 3, what? Implement. Okay, so we'll start changing our scripts and then see if we want to use Calendly or something else.
Right.
Okay, so that's all of Closer Framework. Hopefully, as I learn more, we can come back to it and say, well, these are the changes we made.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say is the next in this series will probably be when we come back to this and make changes or just update with our experience on it.
Yeah. So, okay. So that's the end of Closer Framework for now, the leap side. And
no sound effect?
No sound effect.
That was like a 2-week process.
Applause, or do you want to game over or? Yeah, I don't have. Yeah.
You need a good job.
Applause. Yeah. Cheering.
There you go.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Zafael, I can't believe you joined and stayed through all of these.
Zafael is an expert on the Closer Framework now. I'm sure Zafael can leverage some of the things.
I hope it was helpful.
When he's negotiating,
some of it can be useful for you
with his contractors.
Yeah.
And he's building his chicken coop or whatever, right?
We still haven't had a chicken update.
Grok likes shift enter. You should ask ChatGPT why it does. No, it's the wiki Atlassian that doesn't like it. Okay. All right. So we're going to end the Closer Framework for now, the sessions. So for BAMFAM, I guess, does it warrant a whole session, or should we just implement Calendly and that would be BAMFAM?
That would, that's it.
I don't know if we need a session.
I don't know if we need a session.
So the only other session, I think so the next logical session would be Closer Framework on the acquisition side. So right now it's on the sales side. right?
Yeah, that would actually, I forgot about that. That would be the next logical step in
Right.
this.
For YouTube series, but we need to discuss this internally and
Right.
and put this in motion. Okay. So the setter because the setter questions will change the
Everything will change.
everything
Yeah.
will change. I mean, from an overall perspective, it's not gonna be it's an improvement. A lot of the stuff basics we already had.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Fine. All right. CTA screen. So we can end this. I don't think we need land investing mastermind. Just the honestwealthbuilders.com, and
Okay.
because the CTA we are talking about what it is, right? Just like
Okay.
you had land.gocap.com before, right? Like one big CTA. We can just do that.
Okay.
Just
That
make it,
can be updated.
yeah, just like we had before, and it's big. Okay, it's you don't want to make it bigger, like you had before. Okay, all right. So yeah, check us out if you have any interest in buying and selling vacant land as a business.
Oops. That didn't copy.
And we can talk about more in the mastermind calls. Eric, anything from you?
Is your info? Yep. Info email.
Send chicken updates. Yeah. Perfect.
All right. Well, thank you, Zafael, for listening to all of this. Like I said, I hope it was helpful, and
Hopefully you can leverage it in your own business or personal negotiations and endeavors. Yeah, it could be bigger, Eric, I think, right? Like
okay,
it's fine next time.
it's fine. Yeah, let's not drag this on.
Yeah.
But it'll be updated. So
All right. Thank you, Zafael. Thank you, future watchers, for watching this. We'll be back again with the closer framework on the acquisition side.
All right.